Hey guys, Omar here, and I thought I'd give you like a little bit of a project or New Year's resolution. Make more home movies. Now this is something I've actually been doing for like 15 years without even knowing that it's called vlogging now. We are gonna stay home today because it's too treacherous out there. What does treacherous mean?
Too icy.
Yes. Oh, you sound disgusting with your phlegm. Your phlegm. I always had like a camcorder with me and I would flip the screen around and I would talk into it, and before it was popular as vlogging, but I knew that I wanted to record history, like my history, and sort of it became my diaries. Right, hon? Right. I've always felt they're super important to like give back to your future generation so they can get a kick out of seeing you younger. Look how good we look.
Look hot.
Except when you see this. Where's the hair smoothing?
Or where you lived, your first apartment, what you were like. So I've always thought film as much as you can. Now there are some things I've learned along the way, so I'm going to share my 7-step program on how to start doing more home movies and recording your history. Okay, step number 1, you need a designated drive. You shouldn't be putting your videos with your, documents and your photographs. You should get a separate drive to just house your videos. It's probably important too to have a backup of this stuff. So I would say either a RAID system, that's a mirrored drive, or have a secondary drive that has the videos as well. After you have your hard drive set up a folder structure with the year. So coming up, 2019. I used to make folders month per month, but just make folders like January through March. And you can dump all your videos into those folders. Step 2, you have to start having your camera handy. This doesn't work capturing moments of life if your camera is like in your office, in your bag, in your car. So what's the camera you have most with you? Your phone. And your phone takes great videos. And what you want to be able to do is have a way to transfer you can't keep them on your phone. You can't keep them in iCloud. The rule is you have to get them off your phone and get them onto this drive. Now to get your videos onto the drive, I like a little app called PhotoSync. And if you hook it up to your computer, PhotoSync works great. And obviously what it does is it wirelessly will take the videos or photos onto your computer and you can put them in that drive. Get them off the phone. We're not doing anything with this phone. We need the files. Okay, if you're using a camera, just keep it somewhere in a central location where you can grab it, do a quick update, and put it back down. Step 3, don't stress over production value. At first, when I had the 5D Mark II, I was trying to shoot beautiful cinematic 24 frames a second film-looking home movies, and I was more concerned with focus and one of my favorite bloggers, Casey Neistat.
How you doing? That's my friend right there.
I think it's a pretty great little idea. He just records. He just records. A lot of his, shots may be blurry or they move really quick or they zoom too fast. His stuff is about story and content, and you kind of forget about the shakiness and him zooming around. Think about that for your home movies. It's more important to get quick grabs. You know what? Let me show you an example now. There's a moment with my daughter that I shot on an old phone. I forgot what iPhone it was, but it's an old phone. The footage is grainy, but just feel the content. Oh, happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day. What is Memorial Day, Dad?
This is where we remember our fallen soldiers.
Oh.
Do you know what soldiers are?
No.
They're men and women that fight for our country.
Stop.
But I'm fighting for our country.
Stop.
Fight for the country. See that moment, I just remember that. I remember being there with her. So more important, I hate that it's pixelated. I wish I did have this camera nearby, but it's still a special moment. If you stress over production or doing like 120 frames a second of you and just taking care of that, that's gonna slow you down with the whole point of what this is, just capturing you at this time. Motorcycles are insane. They're like, going around us and stuff. Step 4, don't worry about shooting in auto mode. Auto mode works fantastically if you just want to get the camera going. On the Fuji X-T20, it's just a switch. So that's why I love this camera. Video, and then you just flip it to the auto mode and it starts working. Even on pro DSLRs like the Canon 5D Mark III or Mark IV, you have like a little, just hidden there, a little green thing that says auto. Just flip it to auto and let the camera take care of everything. Exposure, ISO. Again, the point is to grab history. Auto is okay. Okay, 5, this is a big one. You need to edit in camera, meaning pre-edit. Do not over-record. That's something that happens to us when we first start doing video. You're at the zoo and you're like, a huge pan for 5 minutes on all the animals, and really think 3 to 8 second clips if there's no talking, and if there's talking going on, obviously get things moving so they can end. But a lot of my clips kind of look like this, where I hit record, boom, a small pan, and stop. It's just for memories, okay? So don't shoot the entire birthday party, don't shoot, just take little snippets, and you'll see this is important for the end of the year when you gather all these clips up. Shoot small clips.
No, you're ruining everything. Help me.
Now, in addition to all these small clips, we do have longer updates. One of the things I do for the diary is we turn the camera around. That's the other update I got. Is
Who are you talking to?
the camera. And thank God for face detection. Give a little update. Hey, this is the date. This is what's going on. And those seem boring at first, but when we rewatch like 2003 updates, you know, we forget things that we've seen, we forget people that we met. Really nice, the old people were so nice. Yeah. So it's great. Film yourself talking into the camera as like your diary. Okay, 6, putting it all together. You've done the whole year of clips, and updates. Once you have all your footage in all these folders, what you need to do is spend one afternoon, one Saturday, because it does take a couple of hours, to put them all together. Now, if you've done your job all year and have recorded small clips instead of humongous clips, well, then you should be able to stay within the 2-hour-ish family or your update for the year. One way I find is I actually grab all the clips and I put them into one project. I used to use iMovie, now I use Final Cut Pro, but you need some movie making software where you grab everything and then you sit down and watch. Now, in the old days, I used to like add music and transitions when I was all into my iMovie. Now I have no time. I just grab all the clips. There's no music, no nothing, but we got all our footage together and I export that as a single movie. And 7, that brings us to our last point. 7 is our distribution. So in the old days, what I used to do is burn a DVD. And so we have these little DVDs that are like Diary 2001, Diary 2002. So now you can put stuff, you can stream stuff off YouTube. You can put stuff onto your own personal cloud. What I do is I take them and put them onto a Synology 7-bay hard drive, which has what's called a DLNA server. And basically what this means is you can have all your files and all your movies and all your pictures on a hard drive in your office upstairs, but downstairs in the movie room, we can use a service like Plex. Plex lets you have all your DLNA stuff streamable through Plex, and you can play and rewind. So we have our yearly movies on there. And we don't sit and watch the whole thing, but we love to just, you know, randomly we'll play like, hey, let's play a piece of 2007 and just see the kids when they were young, or it's just great. So distribution is important. So make sure there's an easy way to watch the movie so all these files aren't sitting on some hard drive collecting dust. You want people to watch and see the stuff. It's also nice when you have family over to just put on these movies on in the background, no sound, so they can see, you know, like 5-6 years ago. So try to do that too. All right, there you have it, guys. So try to have your camera handy to get more home videos, New Year's resolution, document history.
Daddy, PJ.
Ah.
Oops. Luke got tired. I got to carry him like a baby.
But we started to drive up Tuscany and just all these memories rushed.
Glass of wine on my birthday.
Happy birthday! So this is our home.
This is our home key.
It's December
6th.
6th, and we're gonna get our Christmas tree. Look at us. We look just like those two right there. So we are getting our tree. We're gonna look around. I feel like we tried a different tree last year.
Which would have been this one, the Douglas.
Yeah.
Straight up. I like this one.
This here is kind of weird.
I know, but over here.
You're kind of weird.
Dad.
I don't know. I think it's too fat.
You're so shallow. I think we should look at the trees we can't afford. Let's go. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is the Charlie Brown section. I'll take it.
It's sharp.
Dun dun. Dun dun.
Spin it.
You gotta stomp it like the guy does,
No, I
huh?
can't do that.
Copyright. The branches are really good.
I don't like this one. It's not full enough, though.
Whoa, look, guys.
You heard that? You're empty inside. So, you got your tree?
Got our tree.
Hold hands. Now fight. And for next year, we're getting a short one, man.